What's up guys, welcome to the ties and playoff qualification video for season 36. In this video we will be battling out all of the ties we found out from our previous video, the final scores video, which I would highly recommend checking out, or else not much of this is going to make any sense. But without further ado, let us begin. Our first matchup is between running back and red C-4. If we take a look at their stats, we can see a running back got 8 points, and red C-4 had 8 points as well. So they both tied for 30th with 8 wins and 24 losses. Very bad seasons. But they still tied anyways, so we gotta do a battle. Here's how it's gonna work. Running back and RS4 will jump against each other, and whoever jumps farther will get a point. But how will I decide who goes into what lane? And by which lane, I mean obviously the left one or the right one, because they are ever so slightly different. I'll simply take the two cars, throw them, and whichever one lands on its wheels will have to be in the right lane, and whichever one is upside down will be in the left lane. As we can see, running back is on his wheels, RS4 is on his roof. So running back will go in the right lane, from my perspective anyway. And red C-4 will go in the left, from my perspective. And the first car to win 4 jumps will take 30th place, and the other car will take 31st. It's time to do the first playoff style jump in history on this channel. Let's go. Running back will take the first point. Jump 2, 1-0 for running back. Running back takes the second one. Third jump, by the way, RS4 is now in the right lane. So the car with the home jump advantage goes in the right lane for 2 games, the left lane for 2 games, the right one for 1, the left one for 1, and in the 7th game, if it has to happen, it'll be in the right lane. So 2-2, 1-1-1. So it looks like running back will take a 3-0 lead. And he is just one single jump away from taking 30th place. What? Bro, he's in the bottom 5. Instant replay. Dude, what just happened? What just happened? Guys, I do not know what to say. What just happened? RS4 had only 8 points and definitely did not have a round win. So how the flip did he just do that? Congrats to him. He definitely sets himself his own personal best, by far the farthest jump he's ever jumped. I cannot believe this. What a jump from RS4. You just got cooked, running back. Anyways, let's get to the 5th jump. Here we go. It is now 3-1 for running back. I am still speechless from what just happened. Let's see if running back can close it out, or can red C-4 make something crazy happen. Okay, it is now 3-2. Game number 6. Can RS4 tie it up at 3? Yes, he can. Ladies and gentlemen, our first playoff series on this channel potentially might be a reverse sweep. Here we go. Game 7. Bro, I did never think that this battle would be so interesting. Running back versus RS4 for the reverse sweep and absolute cinema history. 3, 2, 1. He never did it. I guess that's one way to ruin an extremely climactic moment. Still though, running back wins it to take 30th. And that was red C-4's final CRJ jump for a while. Because if you remember the elimination rules from my intro video, feel free to check it out. You will remember that if a car is bottom 10 for 3 seasons in a row or bottom 5 for 2 seasons in a row, automatically it gets eliminated. If we take a look at season 34, 3 seasons ago, RS4 barely wasn't in the bottom 5 and was 27th in the bottom 10. First season in the bottom 10. In season 35, if we take a look here, we will see he was unfortunately dead last. Second season in a row being bottom 10. And unfortunately this season it was no better. He got 31st, bottom 10, third season in a row. So he is sadly eliminated. But still, that unbelievable jump in the 4th game was pretty darn crazy. I think it's worth to show you guys the slow-mo clip again. Roll the clip. Anyways, GG's to RS4 versus running back. Our second tie is between G-Snake and Silver Smiley. They tied for 25th, both having a 13 and 19 record. Let me flip them to see who will have the advantage. Tie. And looks like G-Snake will have the advantage. Alright, let's get our first jump going. What is going on in this video? Instant replay. That was an unbelievable jump from G-Snake. Alright, let's go to the second game. That was one heck of a jump from G-Snake. Why could he not done that in the regular season and easily gotten himself a round win and maybe made the playoffs? I don't know. Anyways, he takes a 2-0 lead. Alright, third game here. Let's see it. G-Snake will take a 3-0 lead. And let's see if he can close it out or will Silver Smiley clutch up. Okay, it is 3-1. Game 5, 3-1 for G-Snake. And with another unbelievable jump, G-Snake takes it. Instant replay. Good game. G-Snake takes it 4-1. This jump literally looks like finals battle quality. This is only the position tie, and neither of them made the playoffs. What a battle, bro. GG's to G-Snake and Silver Smiley. Our third matchup is between Aqua and Cham, who both tied with 16, 16, and 1 records, and both did not make the playoffs. Let's do our flip. And Cham will get it. Just in case you're confused, that means Cham goes in the right lane, Aqua goes in the left lane. I will always be speaking from this perspective about the track. Alright, first jump, Aqua versus Cham. Aqua, what a jump. Instant replay. I am speechless. This video is insane. Alright, it is 1-0 for Aqua. See how game 2 goes. They crash in mid-air, and Aqua takes a 2-0 lead. You know, why not get a super slow-mo of that mid-air crash? We are now at 2-0 Aqua versus Cham. 3-0 for Aqua. And this is now the third time we've seen this happen. 3-0 for Aqua. Let's see what Cham can do. He can make it. 3-1. He can also make it 3-2. He can make it 3-3. But let's see if he can make it 4-3. 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on this channel, we have ourselves our first ever reverse sweep, which means going down 3-0 and then winning 4 games in a row. I actually have a whole little stats category here for 3-0 deficit comebacks. A lot has happened, but let's write our new one that just happened. Season 36, Cham, winner, Aqua, loser, and the round, which I call position tie because it's not actually in the playoffs, is the result. Just a quick little thing. Cham, winner of season 35. Reverse sweep in 36. Kinda crazy that he is on this page twice. Good game to Cham and Aqua. Next up, BB3 versus AMG. They tied for 8th place, both with 21 points. The first cars to actually make the playoffs of this video. 19, 13, and 2 records. 2 round wins. So I'm expecting something good. I mean, we kind of already had that, but still, this is kind of a crazy video. Let us do the flip. BB3 wins. And here we go to our first jump. BB3 takes a 1-0 lead. Game 2. BB3 takes a 2-0 lead. Game number 3. It's AMG who finally breaks the streak, and it is 2-1 for BB3. Game 4. It is now 2-2. Game 5, all tied up at 2. It's a big one. And BB3 gets a beautiful jump. Instant replay. And if you're curious where he landed, he somehow managed to skip over the hole and not land in it. What a jump from BB3. Alright. Game 6, 3-2 for BB3. Can he close it out? He cannot, and we have ourselves another Game 7. Alright, here we go. This is the third Game 7 of the video, guys. Insane. BB3 and AMG for 8th and 9th place. And unfortunately, AMG crashed into the tripod. Bruh. He's gonna get to do a re-jump. But if he doesn't pass BB3, then he will take 9th place. Here we go. A re-jump for AMG to win it. And ladies and gentlemen, I need to take a look at this. It's pretty darn close, but AMG will win it by a decent amount. Good game. BB3 and AMG, good game. And last, but definitely not least, we have Reisler versus Redfire 4. By far the 2 best cars out of all the cars that have jumped this video. 24 points each. Obviously both made the playoffs. 21, 11, and 3 records. 3 round wins. I'm expecting something crazy. Tied for 2nd. This is literally on the podium. This should be a good battle. Also, they are both from the Central Division. 1st and 2nd in the Central. Let's see who gets it. Flip. Reisler takes it. And let us begin our final battle of the video. Reisler, 1-0. Game 2. Reisler, 2-0. Our third game. Let's see it. Reisler with an even better jump. Instant replay. Insane stuff. Here is where he ended up, if you are curious. And let's see if Red Fire 4 can force a Game 5. Definitely not. 4 terrible jumps. Reisler with 4 pretty solid jumps. And Reisler takes second place, and Red Fire 4 takes third place. That concludes all of our jumping. But there's still one more statistic we have to go over, and that is the playoff bracket. Let's fill it in. First up, we need the top 4 from the Central Division, and that is these 4. Reisler, Red Fire 4, Oyster, and BB3. And as you may remember from my introduction video, first place plays fourth place, and second place plays third place. So it's Reisler versus BB3 and Red Fire 4 versus Oyster. Nice. Next up, we need the top 4 in the Pacific. And those are these 4. G-Lam, Ranger, GMC Van, and Buttman. So that means it's G-Lam versus Buttman and Ranger versus GMC Van. Next, we need the top 4 from the Atlantic. And those are these 4. Emergency, OTS, RobTop 2.0, and Silver 68. Which means it's Emergency versus Silver 68 and OTS versus RobTop 2.0. Nice. And finally, we need the top 4 from the Metropolitan Division. Those are these 4. Clone, AMG, Batman, and Jeep. Which means it's Clone versus Jeep and AMG versus Batman. Nice. And that's that for the playoff position placements. Here's one last look at it real quick. Reisler versus BB3, Red Fire 4 versus Oyster, G-Lam versus Buttman, Ranger 26 versus GMC Van, Emergency 369 versus Silver 68, OTS versus RobTop 2.0, Clone versus Jeep, and AMG versus Batman. And there you have it, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. That was a lot of stats. I am very happy I made this video. I'm so hyped to see how the playoffs will go in round 1, which will be next video. Please stay tuned to check that one out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see y'all later. Don't forget to smash like, smash subscribe, maybe even hit that notification bell. That was very epic. I'll see you guys in round 1. And as always, peace.